you grew up in Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
There's
not.
and so it was more. Did you always play wide receiver, or did you kind of shift around a little bit there as well?
Man, I grew up as a running back. I got too tall, and when I hit junior high school, and they convinced me to play receiver, and I've been playing it ever
Was
since.
that a reluctant
grade.
transition to move to receiver?
Yeah, I really didn't want to play it. I
Yeah.
thought I could have been a running back still, but coaches know best, and it's been working out ever since. I was in a system where they threw the ball a lot in high school, and it got me to where I wanted to be at. So I'm happy I made the switch.
So moving, as I said, because there's obviously more to you guys than just X's and O's, and since we are a radio station here, a music station here at Radio 1190, what is kind of like your forte into music? What do you listen to? What's in your, like, Travon, what's in your CD player? What's on your MP3 player right now? What do you listen to the most?
Right now, I'm listening to some Wiz Khalifa.
Okay.
Shout out to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
But I listen to all type of music. I like R&B, rap. Depending on the type of mood I'm in. If I'm by myself, I'll probably listen to R&B. But if I want to get hyped and ready, I'll probably listen to some rap.
So what do you guys listen to? Like, okay, so what do you listen to? Like what's your pregame ritual before, and what do you listen to?
Right before I step on the field, I listen to Jeremiah and Fabulous. It's my time.
Okay.
Kind of like a song, kind of telling me that you got to put the past in the past. It's your time to shine right now. And to get me hyped, warming up and things like that, I kind of listen to Rick Ross, Gucci Mane. I listen to all type of artists.
All right, Tony, what do you listen to? What's your pregame ritual?
It's a funny thing because he's listening to a Pittsburgh artist. I'm actually listening to a Compton, California artist. He's up and coming. I like to stay underground with it, and he goes by KC, Killer City the Great. He actually was here performing last weekend after our game. So shout out to New West Entertainment and KC and Anthony Wright. But for me, I'm more mellow during the week. I like to listen to R&B, mellow myself out. If I want to get turned up, I'm throwing on a little bit of that Rick Ross, some of that old 50 Cent, like Get Rich or Die Trying, and, some of that Waka Flocka Flames, you know what I'm saying? I got to hear some of that, but I'm real cultured, so I like to listen to anything, really.
Well, obviously, they can follow you guys on Twitter and then on Facebook. I don't know. Is there a Twitter in your account in your works there, Tony?
No. I'm not, like I said last time, I'm not going to join the Twitter movement.
Okay.
But you can definitely holler at Travon on there. He's on there.
Yeah. Real quick, give out your Twitter account if people want to follow you.
It's at Travon Patterson. It's just my name. Simple as that.
Well, I look at y'all's accounts and see what you're up to. But one of the things, some of the things that you write on there, you talk, to kind of, as I said, get out of the realm of just the football mode. You were talking about, about coming up from, dealing with difficulties in your life, in your past there and stuff, and using that as character strength. And maybe if you just want to touch on a little bit, what are some of the things kind of that you've had to overcome to get where you are today?
Man, I had a lot of heartbreaking situations. I lost a lot of friends to all types of violence, to like drugs and crime and stuff like that. I have people that die, people that are in jail, and I have people that are stuck in that situation that just motivate me to stay what I'm doing, do what I'm doing. There's a lot of people back home that, stop me from going the routes that a lot of my friends have gone, or even the routes that they have gone. They sacrifice a lot for me to be here, so I like to take advantage of every single thing that I have now. And like I said, we try to step out of the realm of just being football players, because there's a lot of stereotypes and stigmas to it, but I feel like me and Travon are two type of athletes that could break that mold because we came from challenging backgrounds. And a big turning point for me building my character was a divorce of my parents. I was fortunate enough to have both of them, have great relationships with both of them, and when they split up, it changed me as a person. So since that day, I just kind of started valuing life more, and just living accordingly, making my city proud and my family.
Well, I throw the same question over there to you, Travon. What were kind of some of the more character-building situations that you had to go through to get to where you are today as well?
It's pretty much similar to Tony as well. My mom, she had to raise seven children in one household. It was kind of tough, feeding us all, bringing in the money. We didn't have it easy, but she made it happen for us, and I'm honored and fortunate to have that type of family. And it's my entire family, we've been through a lot. And, they kind of, steer me in the right direction and make sure that I do right from wrong. And being here, in college, it's an honor, and I'm thankful for being here. I'll give all praise to the man above, but honestly, I can't take this for granted, really. So it's an honor to be here.
Shout out to all the good parents out there raising the kids, man. We appreciate you.
Well, what's your major actually here at CU?
Sociology.
Oh, okay, so are you all in the same classes together and stuff?
Yeah, yes,
okay.
Yes, sir. He's actually taking a course I just took.
you helping him out just a little bit in there?
If he needs it,
okay.
I'm here.
Well, moving on to the lighter side of things, one of the favorite things that I like to ask you guys is obviously about video games because, I'm a geek like that. So, NCAA 11, have you, what's your status? How's your dynasty doing? Have you uploaded yourself to Madden yet? How you doing?
Well, honestly, back at home before I came here, that's all I used to do. Day in, day out. My mom used to actually get mad even when growing up because the first thing I did was right when I wake up, before doing anything, I'll go right to the system.
Right.
And get on the NCAA or Madden. But I didn't bring my system out here, so honestly, I just kind of. Oh yeah, he got it. Tony has one, but
let him come play the game. He just actually he don't want to tell y'all, but he just got schooled by Will Jefferson before he came over here.
Okay.
So
that was the Xbox.
So don't let him fool you, man.
But yeah, I'm just getting adjusted back to the games though. But that was just something I used to always do in my spare time.
So when you play Madden though, who do you play though? What team? What is your team?
I play with the Eagles. Quite because my boy Deshaun Jackson.
Got it.
One of the best in the NFL. So, I got to play with him.
And I'm assuming you're playing with the Cardinals?
I'm playing with the Cardinals because my cousin Steve Breston, also one of the best in the NFL. So, I gotta do that.
Matt, last time you were on the show, you were talking about Steve. Yeah. So when we had our fantasy draft, I picked up Steve with my last pick, and he came through clutch in that first week.
Yeah, he had a big week. He had a real big week, and I'm glad he helped you out, man. I told you to take him.
I was going to ask you, you're an Eagles fan, I assume, because of Deshaun?
I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan.
Oh, you're a Vikings fan?
I grew up like a Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, because I was asking about the whole thing.
Robert Smith, and all them guys.
All right, for sure. What do you think of those boys right now? They're just struggling a little bit.
I mean, they're struggling just a little bit, but they'll get it back on. There's a lot of things going on with receivers, stuff like that, but once they get everything grasped in, Brett Favre will get back on.
Okay, well, we're going to wrap up there just real quick and with just one last sports question. Just give your picks, what your thoughts. Georgia's coming up. Huge game for you guys. What do you guys have to do to be successful against Georgia there? And I'll start with you, Travon.
Honestly, we can't give it too much credit. We can't overthink. We just got to play our game. If we go out there and play our game and do what the coaches ask us to do, and eliminate the mistakes and the penalties, we'll be good.
Man, we need that crowd to be in the game. That's first and most importantly. We need y'all to show up, show y'all support, black out this stadium at Folsom, and we need y'all to be loud when they're on defense. And, we feed off y'all energy. So all the CU fans, come out to the game, support us. We blacking out for y'all. And on the more technical side, like Travon said, we just got to do what we're coached to do, play our game. It's not about Georgia. It's about us first. And let everything take care of itself from there. But definitely need the crowd in the game. That's what we feed off of.
Well, don't forget, though, I still believe that tickets are still available. It's a week from this Saturday at 5 o'clock. It's a night game. I think it's the only night game this year.
Only blackout.
So come out, support CU football. I want to say thank you very much to my guests, Travon Patterson, Toney Clemons. You're welcome anytime to come back on the show. Also, we'll have a YouTube clip if you'd like to see this kind of what they look like in person there without the helmets on. We'll have this up on the Radio 11 Facebook page there as well. Hey, real quick, once again, because I know you have kind of a funky Facebook names. Because it's not just Toney Clemons. They got to go to something. What's your Facebook again?
Oh no, it's Toney V Clemons. And I couldn't get added because my privacy settings were so crazy that people couldn't find me. But now I changed it so you can add me, Toney V Clemons. I'm accepting all friends, and I talk back. So talk to me.
And then once again, give out your Twitter or your Facebook, whichever where people can get in touch with you and follow you.
Well, my Facebook is Travon Patterson, and my Twitter is @Travon Patterson. It's TRAVON.
If you like to laugh, hit us up. Gotcha.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. It's an absolute pleasure. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Yes, sir.
Guys, tell me if you guys ever want to come on the sports show, because we do that on Mondays too.
Yeah?
You guys want to hop on there?
Oh man, let's do it then. We got Mondays off, so
Do you?
we're gonna bring our guests every time I come out.
Do one every time, man.
Hopefully we'll have a little
Tell
bit more
me
working
who y'all want to
mindset.
talk, who y'all want to hear from. Tell me who y'all want to hear from, man. We'll bring them in here. It's always a pleasure to come in here, man.
Do you like Dead Mouse for a second? Do you know who Dead Mouse is?
They did that. They was at the VMAs, weren't they?
Dead Mouse
He was DJing.
He was a DJ. Yeah. He wears that mouse hat. Every
Yeah. That's
Man, I have some friends that love Dead Mouse.
Okay.
Real, man. Couple chicks like him, man. He's like a techno DJ. He about to come to that He about to come in that spot down Denver, huh?
Yeah. So it's October 6th though.
Good to see you, man. Make sure that I'm editing looking good. The light hit me right. The light hit me right.
Thank you, man.
So, the light hit me right.
Are you still recording?
Shout out to Radio 1190, man.
Okay.
I support y'all.
Bye,
I support y'all. Thanks for supporting us.